And everyone has talent. And when you're looking at a community and enriching the lives of people there, we need some people who are engaged in Little League sports, recreational opportunities, art, the music, care for the homeless, a concern beyond self. So concerned with how we build an understanding of perpetuating that American tradition. Because if we look back at American society a century and 2 centuries ago, life was quite different, life was quite simpler. And when the early settlers came, all of the initiatives were through community engagement by individuals, because in the early colonies, of course, there was no system of government, of taxation, of providing those. And so if you wanted a meeting hall, if you wanted playgrounds, if you wanted even schools initially, most hospitals and healthcare programs started in the voluntary sector and became a part then of the broader society with governmental as well as private support. So simply concerned with looking at the institutional structures of the nonprofit sector, wanting ultimately to engage philanthropy as a part of the intellectual community, the academic community, to make it a part of the learning experience at all levels of education, beginning really in kindergarten as we organize on through elementary and secondary schools, but into higher education, so then as you study history, as you study social sciences, as you engage in whatever your career pattern may be, to recognize that it's the interaction of the 3 sectors of society, the private, for-profit, industry, business sector, which is the generation of the economic wherewithal to support the other 2 sectors. One being government, and we need good government at all levels in our local community, in the village, in the township, in the county, the state, nationally. So the government has a variety of responsibilities in generating resources to carry out those responsibilities. And then the third sector, of course, is the nonprofit sector. And there it is dependent really upon the voluntary leadership in the boards of trustees who create and carry on the purpose of those organizations, their particular mission, the professional staff people who then help implement the activities related to that mission under the guidance of the governing board. And we need to have then an understanding of the importance of these collaborative efforts, institutional relationships between those 3 sectors. And so began thinking about how we as one player in the total, the W.K. Kellogg Foundation, could be a partner and in some sense a leader in engaging the whole nonprofit sector and the relationships with the others. And so it was looking then at the institutional framework of the 3 sectors, how the 3 can relate and collaborate in the best possible ways to the ultimate benefit of total society. So it was thinking about those things that caused us to undertake some of the initiatives that we were involved with.